the first place to start is looking at what is AI trying to solve. And a big misconception a lot of marketers are doing today is that more content equals better content. And I'm a firm believer that better content equals better content. And so AI is being used in the wrong sense. It's being used for volume. And that volume then is adding to this AI slop where all content is now starting the same. And so as marketers, our biggest job is to obviously break through the noise, right? So how are we, you can't break through the noise if everything is sounding the same. You're not going to get the attention of your consumers as you want. And so a big thing for us is really looking at how are marketers evolving. You mentioned full stack. That is what we think is a new emergence of a new skill set of marketers that really understand how to have proper AI prompt optimization, but they have other skills as well. They really know how to navigate data and really leverage data as part of their strategy. They also have soft skills like curiosity and the ability to operate ambiguity. And that is really going to help transform how to use AI with intent and ultimately create content that is really for the right audience at the right time. And that is the better content, not the the volume of it, which is the speed everyone's trying to get to.
You well said about the content to the right people at the right time. Okay. But at hyper personalization, especially from B2B, where you're coming from,
Yeah.
it is even harder to have that kind of relationship with audience to have the right content at the right time.
Right.
With AI, it is even worse because it's garbage in, garbage out. And if you realize so much with automation, and most AI is being seen as like it's a tool for automation at scale, but it is just garbage at scale or quality at scale. It is just at scale. So how are you looking at this personalization aspect with AI?
So I think it first starts with what is the intent of the personalization? And I think often people make it too complicated. So take about personalization where it started, right? If you had an email that didn't say, hey, Nav, you'd be like, how you at least not know my name, right? Like you already have that expectation in email. I really believe that you should have that same expectation when you go to a website, when you interact with any brand at any part of your journey. So to me, and a way to do that is really about focusing on you as a person, as human. Right now, B2B marketing is getting a bad rap, and with Contentful, we don't believe in B2B or B2C. We believe in B2H, which is business to human. And so how can we be focused on you as a human? And so how you do that at scale is honestly, you think that you start small, you move fast. So when it comes to personalization, this is an area where we're definitely the experts because not only does Contentful have a personalization product, but we use it ourselves very intimately in how we engage with our own prospects and customers. So a great example of this is looking at your website and your segmentation in your mind might think through every product you offer, every single persona you could be talking to. What is this matrix of data and information to get so highly personalized? Well, what if you just zoom out and take a step back and think more about, has this person been to my website before, or is this their first time visiting? They should have two different experiences. Are they a current customer? And you know that. For us, we found that 26% of our visitors to our website were clicking log in. Well, obviously, if they're logging in, they're logging into our platform, and some they're customers. So I don't need them to then see a message of Wi-Fi Contentful. They're on Contentful. So a quirky, fun thing that my team did to experiment was, and you'll appreciate this as a marketer, we updated our whole banner with lorem ipsum. And so it was lorem ipsum, ... whatever. And so many customers reached out thinking we made a mistake on our website. There's nothing more painful for a marketer to recognize when another marketer may have done something by accident and they realize, oh my gosh, we just catfished you. And we saw a 276% increase to our personalization product page because we said, obviously, we did this with personalization in 7 days. That is personalization at scale. It doesn't need to be in these micro matrix of different types of, trying to combine all these different segments into different, ways to shape that out. It can just be very simple in two very simple buckets. So that's where we have seen the most success.